Mostly clear until later tonight. Temperatures right around 61 degrees in Escondido, 59 in Alpine, and the winds out of the west will continue gusting at times. They're doing that already near the coast and ocean side, and also in our mountains and deserts, where the winds tonight could potentially reach up to 45 miles per hour, and that is most. And then we'll see a shift for the second half of the work week. If you remember, last week we started cool too, and then by Thursday and Friday it warmed up, and then it cooled back down. Most likely this round of warmer weather is going to last a little bit longer. This is what it's going to look like overnight into tomorrow morning. Patchy fog is expected. Now the shift we'll see later in the week is going to be because of this low pressure system moving away and high pressure taking over the region. It'll bring more summer-like conditions starting on Friday, and then over the weekend temperatures could potentially trend close to 15 degrees above normal. So a big warm-up is in store. As we break it all down, temperatures will average in the 60s for a couple more days, Tuesday, Wednesday. Keep that in mind if you're planning on doing any hiking over the weekend. The next couple of days will be the best. Otherwise, on Saturday and Sunday, it's getting into the uncomfortable levels and also potentially dangerous if you're going to be out there all day. In the deserts, 90s on Thursday with triple digits starting on Friday, and this trend will go on into next week. So enjoy the next couple of days. We still have some cool weather around the county. Derek?
Angelica, thanks for that.
The wind pattern is creating gusty conditions at times. That typically happens because of a storm system passing to the north, at least for this time of the year. And that system is going to be here for a few more days. The winds will continue to increase overnight, most likely dying down across the rest of the county. But the exception will be our deserts, where the winds could still gust up to 45 miles per hour tonight. We get a break in the morning, and then the winds will be picking up again in the afternoon and evening. There's also a small craft advisory. Elevated surf is expected for our coastal waters. And even though it is clear right now in San Diego, clouds will be returning tonight. Patchy fog can be expected overnight into early tomorrow morning, and it's going to be pretty much extending from the coast all the way into the mountains. We've seen some of our cameras, including Otay Mountain, already getting a little cloudy out there, so we'll have to monitor visibility levels by early tomorrow morning. It seems like coastal areas are doing okay at this time, and then eventually will become sunnier by the afternoon. So here's the storm I was telling you about, creating that onshore pattern. It is going to be here through Wednesday. Once it begins to move out, high pressure takes over, and then the warm-up will begin. It'll be gradual Thursday, and then by Friday it'll make a big difference around the county. The hourly.
Get ready for a warm-up. Angelica's here to tell us all about it.
That's right, Kimberly. We're going to be warming up this week. At nighttime and into early tomorrow, patchy fog is expected. It could lower visibility, and it's going to be stretching all over the county, but conditions should be improving once again as we go back to sunnier skies. So as we break it all down hour by hour, in our Super 7-day forecast, we're going to be talking about that warm-up later in the week. Thursday will be the day when we transition from this cool pattern that we're in right now to warmer weather by the end of the week on Friday and over the weekend. The hourly breakdown, 50s to start out the day with some clouds early. Patchy fog expected for that morning commute. By lunchtime, it'll be more of a mix of clouds and sunshine, but really nice and pleasant. Conditions will be nice on Wednesday again. And then here we go. Thursday, 72 degrees. By Friday, 76. It is when temperatures will start to heat up. It is all going to be driven by a ridge of high pressure sitting up into the weekend, and that's going to bring the numbers well above average, especially away from the coast. In San Diego, 76 degrees on Friday, 72 in IB. Chula Vista also in the mid-70s. Just to give you a preview into the weekend, around 79 degrees, but you can see the warm air extending across the region, and that is going to bring temperatures even higher in our inland communities. Look at that. We go from 60s on Wednesday to almost 90 on Friday, and certainly up there into the weekend with those numbers right around 93, 90 degrees. But on Wednesday, as we stay still in this cool pattern, it is going to be nice in Escondido. Temperatures will average in the mid-60s, average high is 76. So Wednesday, and then into the triple digits starting on Friday. Temperatures will stay above 100 all the way through Monday. Kimberly?
Wow. Thank you, Angelica.
Take advantage of that later in the week. The winds out of the west are starting to pick up in our mountains and deserts. We've seen that the last few days, 25, 37 miles per hour. We're expecting those winds to continue also into the morning hours before they will subside. Our wind advisory is mainly for the desert communities, even though it's a little windy in the mountains. This is where we'll see the strongest winds, potentially gusting up to 45 to 55 miles per hour. This is going to be moving out on Thursday. Thursday. When that happens, it is when the transition will go from cool weather, windy conditions to warmer weather, but the winds will start to settle back down. So that is really good news. The only problem is that because it has been an ongoing couple of weeks with dry weather, as soon as temperatures go up, fire danger goes up as well. As we look at the hourly breakdown, low 50s near the coast. Inland communities will average right around 49 degrees early tomorrow morning. Our 7-day forecast temperatures will stay in the 60s, but for the deserts, it is going to peak on Sunday with that heat most likely extended into next week. The winds are onshore, and that westerly wind pattern has brought gusty conditions most of the afternoon. It will stay windy also tonight in our deserts, just like last night, although the upper levels of the atmosphere just to our north, and it got the closest to San Diego today. That's why it was the coolest day of the week. But as it starts moving away, high pressure will take its place, and it's going to provide warmer conditions into next week. I do want to show you what's ahead for next week, because you see Sunday, high pressure just to our south, but Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, this ridge of high pressure begins to settle over the southern plains, and then another ridge will be building across the Pacific. So most likely the numbers will trend either slightly above average or still relatively mild next week. The overnight lows will be dipping down into the should be back to a little bit more comfortable. Our deserts will be in the triple digits on Friday, closer to 110 degrees on Sunday. It is possible either a heat advisory or excessive heat warning may be issued for this part of the county, but for now, still nice outside. Kimberly, back to you.
Sure is. Thank you, Angelica.
At the same time, the numbers now in the low 60s near the coast, upper 60s as you make your way inland. In Oceanside, 62 degrees where it's getting pretty cloudy. It seems like the marine layer, it's starting to thicken already in the North County. That stretches all the way down to Del Mar. So we'll see more clouds overnight into tomorrow, near normal temperatures on Tuesday, and then gradually heating up later this week and into early next week. The winds also a factor. It's going to stay breezy and even gusty at times in the mountains and deserts, where the winds right now are averaging around 25 miles per hour. We'll see those winds between 25 to 50 miles per hour all the way through midnight, but after that it'll get better in the morning. In the morning, then we change to track the marine layer as it stretches all the way to our inland valleys. It'll clear except for the coast, where it's going to be more of a mix of clouds and sunshine throughout the day. Temperatures heating up again, so not much of a break there, but San Diego's going to be great tomorrow.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, early heat in the desert. All right.
It's tough.
Thank you, Angelica. I need to name that little guy. He's cute. Oh, how about Freeway?
He could be Freeway. Freeway 94. You know, back in January, we were wondering how he got there. Now we know.
We know.
He likes that path. I don't know. Well, we hope he's a change. The marine layer is here to stay this week. Patchy fog is expected. Temperatures will be very close to normal tomorrow and Wednesday before the numbers will start to go back up late this week and into the weekend. We have been tracking the winds. Those winds will continue to gust at times, especially over the mountains and deserts, where we've seen those winds already around 25 miles per hour. But this may go on for maybe another hour or two, and then by morning it will not be as windy. What it will be, though, it's cloudy, and those clouds will stretch all the way to the 15, clearing mid-morning. But for the coast tomorrow, it's going to be more of a mix of clouds and sunshine as the marine layer deepens and stays in place for most of the day. So the clouds will be just a little bit more stubborn tomorrow. We may see a bit more sunshine come Wednesday. Tomorrow, your breakdown temperatures will average right around the mid to upper 60s in the middle of the day. But in the morning, we're going to start out in the 50s and 60s. So nice and cool to begin the day, and then turning even better into the early part of the afternoon. On Wednesday, upper 60s, Thursday 72 degrees. It is also bike to work day on Thursday, so the breakdown temperatures will be in the 50s early morning, low 60s at 8 a.m. You may need those jackets in the afternoon. Temperatures will be climbing to the 70s, so you may not need it if you're biking between 1 and 3 o'clock. A little bit later, you may need those jackets once again. Also this weekend, it is a March of Dimes, and make sure to join our team. A lot of us are going to be out there at Balboa Park. The temperatures to start at 7:45 is going to be for those who wake up early. 62 degrees under cloudy skies into next week. And then deserts, not much of a change. It is going to stay hot, even hotter by Thursday, with temperatures close to 110. But for tomorrow in San Diego, looking at another comfortable day. Kimberly?
That sounds great. Thanks, Angelica.